Shred isn't just about speed, it's about how you make something simple sound impossible. Let's prove it. I've got 5 licks for you. They sound advanced, but they are built from stuff you already know. One of them sounds completely over the top, but it's just a familiar shape played with different timing. You'll see. This lick sounds very advanced, but it's just a few well thought out patterns using the pentatonic scale. Check it out. Now let me play it slowly for you. I recommend dividing it into 2 sections to memorize it. The first section can be the first 2 sextuplets, like this. With this type of licks, you can break the repetitive patterns that trapped us into playing the same thing all the time. Especially with the pentatonic scale. Try this slowly. And learn the pattern. Then try applying it to a different section of the scale or even another position. It's not about playing anything new, it's about reordering something you already know. This lick doesn't leave the pentatonic scale and doesn't add any crazy intervals or anything. It just changes the phrasing and the rhythm in a way your ear isn't used to hearing. This is the bigger idea behind this whole section. If you know how to shift the way something feels, even the most common shapes can sound advanced. And the next lick pushes this concept even further. You won't know how it's played until you see it. The best players don't always play more, they just commit harder to the notes they choose. This next lick is a repeating lick, and what's cool about it is that you won't know if it's legato, speed picking or both until you see how it's played. Check it out. Now let me play it slowly for you. We have the first section in 16 notes. This means 4 notes per beat. And the second part in sextuplets. This means 6 notes per beat. This rhythmic change is also what makes it stand out. It's like it's played at 2 different speeds. This is in E minor blues pentatonic. We have the blues note here, and that note makes all the difference in this lick. Use the E on the first string at the 12th fret as your rhythmic anchor. Accentuate it. It will help you keep the rhythm tight. This type of repetitive licks can add momentum and create tension in a solo. You'll find this kind of lick in many solos. I have a few videos on repetitive licks if you want to check them out later. Don't stick just to this version, try playing it all with your pick for example, it will also sound great. Try it in the middle of a solo and it also works great with a full bend at the end. Everything in this lick is familiar, the shape, the position, even the note choices, but the rhythm switch is what makes it feel different, enough to grab your attention. You are not adding anything new, just shifting how it's grouped and where it lands, but that's enough to change the whole vibe. Don't go anywhere, the next lick is a scandal. Speed isn't the goal, great phrasing is, and great phrasing comes from knowing exactly what your hands are doing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. This lick is the ultimate room of mirrors, it's a beautiful lie. Let me play it slowly. I learned this start from listening to Steve Vai. I think he took tapping to a whole different level. This one in particular sounds very David Lee Roth era. It's all sextuplets and super fun to play. It's basically the same pattern that gets repeated and moved to the next string following the scale notes. And so on. Once you get in the tapping to sound fluid, there's not much else to do but to play it over and over. It will make miracles with your hands coordination. The reason it sounds advanced is because of the cascading sound it creates, but it's just position 1 and 2 of the pentatonic. Still it sounds great. This was made using position 1 and 2, but you can move to position 3 and 4 or 4 and 5 and play the same thing. It's just a pattern that moves through the scale. The tapping gives it that smooth cascade effect, but it's really just position 1 and 2 over and over. It sounds huge, but it's built from something really small. Tapping just doesn't work great on all musical contexts. I know, you don't want to play this on a blues jam. But if you're playing, I don't know, a hard rock track, this type of licks can make all the difference. Alright, last 2 licks coming up, and they are the best ones. If a lick feels awkward, don't quit it, study it. There's usually one small tension point holding everything back. Alright, still with me? These next licks use the same shapes, but they sound way more intense. The structure is simple, but the effect is completely different. One of the hardest things to achieve with the pentatonic scale is to sound melodic, but this next lick does it. Let me play it slowly. This is A minor pentatonic. There's nothing particularly difficult about this lick, so you'll be able to play with no issues. It doesn't matter what speed is not important with this one, my friends. Just keep the ascending part steady and watch out for the full bend at the end, and you'll be fine. The legato part on the first string is what makes it stand out. This lick covers 3 positions of the scale and the ascending sound just flows, I don't know, it works. And the bend at the end is a nice touch. You can't go wrong with this one. You're playing the same A minor pentatonic, but this time it moves through 3 positions like a single line. And that's the whole point with phrasing. It just doesn't need more notes. You need to make better choices. I left my favorite lick of this batch for the end, so here's one more. The best licks aren't always complicated. They sound good because of how they are played. This last lick is simple, but it sounds impossible. Let me play it slowly. It's just a pattern you probably played 1,000 times before, but the notes aren't the key here. It's how they are playing rhythmically that creates that killer effect. It's the quintuplets. This means 5 notes per beat. They give the lick an irregular feeling that takes it somewhere else. This is one of the magical things Eric Johnson brought to the electric guitar. In this case, there's also a 6-tuplet mixed in, so even better for that out-of-nowhere sound. It works so well because you hear it and you really don't know what's happening. It's just different, and that's key. Try to play it every day until you get the feel of the quintuplets. It's not easy at first, but once you do, you'll start using a lot more quintuplets in your solos. I hope this lick makes you go to take a deep listen to Eric Johnson's playing. You'll learn a lot, believe me. This is just a common shape, but the rhythm changes everything. The quintuplets make it feel unpredictable, and that's the whole thing. It's not about speed, it's about pushing against what your ear expects. Now let me share a few concepts before you go. Every lick you've seen came from the same scale, nothing added, nothing outside. What changed was the phrasing, the timing, and how each idea was shaped. You don't necessarily need new scales, just better ways to move through what you already know. If you've been stuck in box patterns or looping the same old phrases, this will help you break out of that. Let me know in the comments which lick was your favorite, and if you want to keep improving your playing, check out this next video. I'll see you there.